Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our F1 2016 live career mode, where we are streaming right now on YouTube for the Italian Grand Prix for episode 48 of season 2 of our career mode. And boy, what a very disastrous qualifying that was. We crashed out in Q1 for the very first time in the series. We're starting last on the grid for this one, and let's see what our engineer has to say for where we need to be finishing in this one. It's going to be quite interesting, this one. And let's see before I hear myself. A self on there, that's so bad for me, so that's a bit of a flop there. So without further ado, let's do that again, because that was a bit of a flop. So let's do it again. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our F1 2016 live career mode. We are here for the Italian Grand Prix as well. Stuff happened, guys, in qualifying just now. We crashed out for the very first time in the series in qualifying in Q1. That's embarrassing for me, so I apologise in everyone in advance. But you guys will see an attempted last to first challenge for the first time this series, which should be quite fun. I haven't done one in quite a while, so this should be quite fun on there. But I hope everyone is alright in the chat and everyone watching it back at home, wherever you are, as we are here for the final video of the day. It has been quite a day for me. I've done quite a lot of rounds. I think I've done like 3 rounds today. We've got Singapore tomorrow, and I've done it again, but we'll just stop that time round. But we are here, guys, for another round of the championship. And before we go anywhere, let's go to our agent and see what she has to say for our expectations for this race. It should be quite interesting, this one.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So we've got to finish 9th or higher, beat Daniel Ricciardo, I don't think that's going to happen, and beat Carlos Sainz, and stay 8th or higher in the championship. Obviously, we're comfortably ahead of that, because as you will see in the championship standings, we are comfortably fine in that area. We're 4th in the championship, as you can see, 62 points behind Raikkonen, who won last time out in Spa for certain reasons as well. And yeah, that was quite interesting, that one. A bit controversial, so I'll let you guys watch that video if you want to watch it, and let me know who you thought was at blame for that one between myself, Max Verstappen. That was quite an interesting one on there. Basically, any update in terms of the performance, Ferrari are back up to number 1 now. They had a massive upgrade brought to this race. We didn't, unfortunately, so that was quite fun. But anyway, guys, we're going to head now to the race for the Italian Grand Prix. It's last to first. Let's see if we can pull someone out of the bag. I don't think I will, but I'll give it my best shot and try and do something a bit different here today. So here we go. It is now time for the race.
The Italians love their cars and they love their racing. And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. A tough race in store then for our drivers today, so tell me, Anthony Davidson, what will you be looking out for as the cars make their way down into turn 1?
Well, first of all, let's hope that everyone's well behaved and we can have a nice incident-free start. That initial release is going to be the most interesting thing. And the clean side of the grid will be better rubbered in, so keep an eye out for cars over there potentially making their way through.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, and Verstappen, Grosjean, Alonso, Button, and Valtteri Bottas.
So here we go, guys, on the grid then. Last on the grid, and we're going to be attempting a last to first here today. Is going to be interesting, this one, but we'll wait and see. It is the shortest race on the calendar as well in terms of race time, so it may be a bit shorter than normal. With it being a 27-lap race, it's a very short lap time as well. But as you can see, we're going to start on the medium tyres and go on to the 2 soft compound tyres, as we've got a fresh set of tyres for this one, which I'm very happy about on there as well. And it's going to be a hell of a task, but we're going to give it everything we've got on there. Obviously, safety car and all that. We actually didn't start, we're not last actually, I've just noticed, because we've got 2 cars behind us. No idea what that is. They might have been disqualified, but there we go. Anyway, Massa's down in 17th. So this is going to be quite an interesting race, this one. So we'll wait and see how this pans out.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
And good news, guys, first and foremost, we have force feedback again, so do the 2017 line. Oh, you guys. I know you guys want me to try and do well here, but we'll see how it goes. Formation lap as always, you know the drill with that. But we're on the medium tyre, we're going to try and do 2 stops and try and get ahead of these cars who are all on the mediums. Naz is on the mediums. Palmer, who's in last place, I have no idea what his tyres are on. Ericsson, I think, is also on the mediums. So we'll see how we go with this one. I'm actually looking forward to this race, even though we're down the pecking order. We'll see if we can get up the field and score some points. I want to try and beat Raikkonen, but it's going to be a bit of a hell of a task. And we need to be very careful of this corner coming up right now, as this is the place where we absolutely lost it as we went to the back of Magnussen there. Need to be very careful on exit, because this is where we crashed, of course. So let's see how this goes out. And what's the point of the formation now? Just warms your tyres up, gets them up to temperature, gets your brakes up. I just like doing it, just a bit of fun. Actually, yeah, that's the point. We set a quali time. Maybe, I don't know actually, it was weird. But they're already lining up on the grid already. So we're just going to tease them a little bit, let their tyres cool down and their engines warm up. We're just going to just chill right at the back here. Waste some time with them. That's before we get released from this and the AI will take over. Which I think will be now actually. Which is now. Look at the gap we've got already. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to line up now on the grid for this race. Should be quite fun. Next time out, Singapore tomorrow, guys. It will be great to see if you're there. It will be on about 3 o'clock UK time, qualifying and the race. And now we've got a hell of a task to do here. Can we pull something out of the bag here in Monza? The lights are on, and away we go in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. It's a great start from us, actually. Already side by side with Magnussen, as we've got past him, actually. Hopefully the straight line speed is going to help us here into turn 1, and we're literally going to just try and get any gaps here. Perez, I'm just trying to avoid any contact here because of last time we were here. Oh, there's already been contact behind. Oh, I don't know who that is, but apparently had an illegal overtake on Nasser, but got to give him the position back. No idea why, but we're up to 17th already, and we'll pass Nasser again now round the outside. Let's give him some space on the inside, and we just do a mock Webber basically. And we've got that moved on up to 16th, so a great start already. Lord Harrianto's next, in 15th place for Manor. Just a bit wide on exit, coming up to the corner where we crashed in qualifying. Just very cautiously on exit there. So already a good start. Should have put more fuel in if I'm honest, but not really bothered about that now. Very good line for Ascari, avoiding the curbs here, because this game of the curbs, especially around here, are dreadful, I have to say. Right, now we're going to get some lovely slipstream here. We've got Verline and I think that's Harry, the two Manners actually fighting side by side, making contact with each other. That's not going to go well with the management after this. If you're having issues, by the way, refresh your stream. We've got a lovely bit of slipstream on Pascal Verline. Bit of a late lunge into the turn one, but we've got it done. Look at the gaggle of cars here. Look at them. But we got past Pascal Verline, who had to check up early because of Haryanto. And Haryanto's checked up because of Perez, so this could be easy pickings here. Down the inside of Haryanto, but we have to back out. As Haryanto's actually dived into the inside of Perez. We're glued to Perez. That's one thing I hate about this game, is being glued like that. And apparently we've got a legal overtake on Nasser. No idea why that is, but come on, Nasser. But Nasser was directly ahead of me, well, behind me, so I don't get that. But that's one thing I hate about this game, is being glued. Just got glued to the back of Perez and just couldn't get out of it. Even I'd left, like, you know. Oh, I don't know about this game. The game can be good at times, but the game can be bad. I mean, I love the career mode, but being glued to a car is not fun. And speaking of which, Nasser pins me. Oh, this just goes from bad to worse now, I tell ya. Nasser pins me and spins me round.
Okay, the safety car is out.
Oh.
The safety car is out.
Okay.
You need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
Well, that's helped us, but that's mental, like, absolutely mental that happened.
Carlos is in the pits.
But that saved our bacon a little bit, but not on that. Need to get past this car in the pits. It's Gutierrez, I think. Oh, it's Button. But Nasser absolutely smashed it there, I've got to say. 10 out of 10 Nasser for punting. For punting, though. So, this is not going well, I've got to say. Oh, we've got a safety car here. We'll just go past him.
The safety car is waiting for the leader. You may overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
So now I've got to catch up now, but this has just not gone well today. This race has not gone well. I've got to pray people pit for now, because I've got to remember people are on super soft, so they will pit under the safety car, and there's no point in us pitting with it 12% on the tyres, so we could be lucky here, if I'm honest, but
The car behind us boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
so Button's on medium, so basically we jumped Button here. I'm not in rich, I'm in lean. I have reduced fuel mixture, guys, do not worry. So people are going to pit though, that's the question, that's the thing. People will pit as someone is in the pit lane from, I believe it was second place. So people will make their stops right now. Grosjean's in, Ricciardo's in, everyone's coming into the pits. So this will actually help us here. And, excuse me, why has Button got past? Okay, Button's got through, no idea why. No idea what's going on right now. No idea what this game is going on. But I did not stop the car for Button to go past. I am so baffled right now by this game. But Button's just gained a position on us. No idea how. But this game, I have no idea. The safety cars. I have no idea why this game's playing up like this. But oh well, we've got to take it on the chin. Hopefully get past Button quickly. Obviously he's in the McLaren Honda. He is one of our rivals actually, to be fair, in the constructors. But that, oh, Massa's just parked the car in the middle of the track, so we've gained another position. That's probably why the safety car's out. Button's hacking the game. Indeed he is. This is a weird race, I have to say. Made a good start. Apparently illegal overtaking NASA. I don't know. Well, the first time I can kind of understand, but the second time, with being glued to Pascal Wehrlein and Perez, I have no idea. Yeah, remember Brazil? Yep. Now that was a bizarre one. That one, I'll tell you that right now. Raikkonen leads the race, of course. You're not allowed to stop there. I'll tell you what, I think if the safety car comes in this lap, everyone's going to be coming in, and that'll be like 18 seconds. Look, what's this? What's going on here? Look at it. Look at that. I mean, come on, guys. That is not right for a game. It's spazzing out saying Pascal Wehrlein and then Button, but Pascal Wehrlein is nowhere near me. But it's not nice when I've got Sainz behind me with Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton behind. Look at it again. It's doing it again. Saying Gutierrez and Button. I don't know. This is really strange, I have to say, but we've got some very quick people behind us now. Sainz, Vettel, Button, so basically we're leading this pack. So this is going to be fun. Sainz did pretty well for us in quali, so he's jumped actually Vettel and Hamilton surprisingly, so props to them. So I wonder if the safety car will come in this lap. That's the question on everyone's minds. Look at the fuel now.
Safety car in this lap. Safety
It's
car
coming in this lap. Right, I bet you money Raikkonen will pit this lap. Calling it now. A lot of these cars in front will pit this lap. I'm definitely calling it now. And they'll lose out massively, especially Raikkonen in the championship, so... So we're now lining up to the back. So here we go then. Restart then. Hopefully we can do a bit better than we did last time round. Raikkonen, I can see a load of, and a few others will pit this lap. Pascal Wehrlein's ahead of us there. So we're going to go up to Rich. And we go racing. And speaking of the devil, look at that. Everyone's going in the pits. A whole gaggle of cars have gone in. But just look at the straight line speed we've got. We're going to pass both Gutierrez and Button here. Oh. And they passed us back again. So fair play to them. But I did not want to be in that gaggle of a battle. Oh, and we nearly got glued again to Gutierrez. Vettel's got through up to 11th. This should be easy pickings here. We're going to do the Sebastian Vettel line as we get that nicely done. Back end stood out. So it's not going very well, I have to say, right now. Holding off Vettel, which is most important right now. We've got some more yellow flags. There's a pile-up, actually. I think Sainz has been taken out there by Vettel. I think that is. I'm not 100% sure. Nasser and Axon still fighting over each other. Some more people in the pits, and this is going to be a bit of a. This is going to be interesting. Three wide. And we've got past all three of them. What a move that is. Up to 4th place we go.
Haryanto's moved into first place.
Haryanto's leading the race. My God, that's embarrassing. Now that is something to think about. So still a long way to go. Haryanto, boys, is leading the race. And we're putting away from Jenson Button now. So this is quite a shock, I have to say. I'm not going to lie. Could be in for a bit of a surprise here, this race. We've got the Manners in first and second place. Pascal Wehrlein's up to second, passing Hulkenberg.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Raikkonen now fastest lap. We're a second off the pace. That's bad. Ericsson's got past Button and is up to P5. This is going to be a weird result screen if it stays as it is.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds.
This is very weird, I've got to say. But this is massive for the championship right now as it stands. This could put us right back into it again. I'll tell you that. Massive tank snapper. Into the slipstream now of Hulkenberg. Drugs test on Manor. Hulkenberg's coming back though. But I'm coming to all three of them here. As Hulkenberg pits from third place.
The gap to the car in front is less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
So now it's all about hunting down the two Manners now. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they are leading the race, 1 and 2. This is a very strange one. If your stream's freezing, just lower the quality down on the video, on the stream, if I'm honest. But look at the gap we've got to the pack. I don't want a safety car now. This would be ideal. We've got DRS on Pascal now. Lovely bit of slipstream. But backing out of that, just don't want to make any contact there. Got a nice 6.5 second gap to Marcus Ericsson now. Back into the slipstream, we're just got to go and lean actually, just save some fuel behind them. Wehrlein's going for a move on his teammate. Oh, there's been contact. It's the little tap. We're going to go down the inside of Haryanto. And hopefully now this should be an easy move on Pascal Wehrlein. Even in lean. Go down the inside and we take the lead of the race. Just hold them off there. The two Manners are still fighting over it.
Has come into the pits. Carlos is in the pits now.
And we take the lead of the Italian Grand Prix on lap 10. So we're now on the charge now. Vettel now sets the fastest lap, 25 flat. Still a long way to go though in this one, I can tell you that. But that was mad. This is mad, this race, I tell you right now. Me, Wehrlein and Haryanto, first, second and third. Who would have thought about that? The scenes. Considering the start we had as well. Last in, well, 20th in qualifying. Science has stopped twice and I haven't stopped yet. The scenes. It's madness.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
So we'll continue on.
Pit window is open. The pit window is open.
Down the straight we go. Got a nice gap now. Haryanto's up the second. As I think Pascal Wehrlein pitted actually, so that's quite interesting. This is the pit window, so theoretically we can pit now if we wanted to. I'm going to probably stay out for another lap and then pit onto softs. Buttons up to third.
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear.
Oh, just a bit wide on exit there, but we're fine. Just went on the grass just
Okay, at this
tad.
rate we'll finish with a little extra fuel, so you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit.
We've got to stay focused now. Indeed, we do have to stay focused.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
So I could stay out actually, I'm not sure what to do actually. But I think I'll stay out. The front right actually surprisingly is very good on tyre wear. But we'll stay out for another lap. We're going to burn some fuel. Just need to try and get some clean air right now. Just got to find some space on the track for us to get out of. So technically we are fighting both Haryanto and Pascal Wehrlein here in this race. Button's in second, Grosjean's in third. I don't know what's going on right now. Just went a bit airborne there. Purple in the first sector though, surprisingly. Oh, he lost it there, same place in qualifying. What do I think of Lance Stroll joining Williams? Good move actually, I feel. He's a quick driver. I know he's a paid driver, but he's very quick and talented. So I rate him, so I hope he does well, if I'm honest. That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to pit now and go onto softs. And then go onto another set of softs. This pit lane, you remember very well guys, when we had the lead of the race I think it was, or somewhere in the points, and we kind of got some penalties here. So let's see where this is going to put us.
Complete, go
2.5. Grosjean's come to join us. Rosberg actually is ahead of this train actually. No sign of Raikkonen surprisingly, so this is interesting actually, this race. Where is Raikkonen in all this? That's the question. Is Raikkonen not even in the points? I don't know. We're ahead of Bottas, which is good, in Hulkenberg. Comfortably ahead of a few people as well. Of the two Manners. But we're going to get some very bizarre race results at this rate. But we'll come out on the softs. Hopefully we can get these to around about lap 6. If I can, lap 6, lap 7. But this is a very strange one, this one, I have to say. We'll see how we go. What do I think about Verstappen? He's a very talented young driver. I like him. Raced with him before actually. It's a nice fact for you guys. I've raced against Max Verstappen once on iRacing. Button's in the pits from the lead. Someone's lost it out of a scar, you can see on there.
Verstappen has just completed a pass for the lead.
So Verstappen's in the lead of the race. So we're pulling away now from Hulkenberg and Bottas. So it's Verstappen from Rosberg from myself, the top 3. From where we started in 20th place, I have to say we've done very well. And picked the right strategy call. Starting on the medium tyre. We're doing very well, I have to say. I think once these two pit, I will be legit leading the race. Because they're on their second round of pit stops, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But I know they have to pit again.
The gap to the leader is 2.4 seconds.
But I think Rosberg's going for the move on the lead, and he has done. Which is just going to slow them both down, and for me to catch up. So we're now right on the back of Verstappen now. Oh. So here we go. Going to go back down to lead, save a bit of fuel behind Verstappen, and use the DRS to overtake him. And then hunt down next man, Nico Rosberg, who may potentially win the championship at Abu Dhabi next week. Oh, it's a bit wide there. Corrected it. We're going to get DRS on Verstappen. I don't think we'll get him here. We could do, actually, if we're picking up the speed. Look at the speed we've got on him. Who we made a bit of contact with in Spa, which cost us a, you know, a possible, well, a chance of winning it that time, but we'll take it on the chin. Just a bit wide, but we're going to try and get him on the inside unless he's pin. Actually, I thought about that.
They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
And actually, Rosberg's in the pit, so we will take the lead of the race now. And look at the speed we've got. Even in lean, we're quicker than Verstappen by a country mile. So now we lead the race here in Monza, and quite comfortably. So this is going to be quite interesting, don't you guys think? Oh, nearly hit the wall there. Nearly hit the wall. Fine though, still good. Nice to see 70 plus viewers in here. It's good to see all of you. Oh god, I can hear Red Bull. I can hear that Red Bull coming. But once I get to enough fuel usage, that's when I'll attack again. But here comes Verstappen again. Just can't get it done though, Max. Red Bull's not good enough in a straight line. And I think Max may come in this lap. No, he's staying out.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Just too far back is Max. Verline's up to third. This is going to be quite a very interesting end to this race right now. So Haryanto's up to third. Pascal Verline's fourth. And Naz is out the race, so it's a bit of karma for him. Ready for taking me out, so I'm glad he's out of the race. Just a bit wide on exit. It's all good. And we're starting to pull away now from Max. We're picking up the pace now. Purple in the middle sector as well. Naz has parked actually on the main straight. Massive tank slapper. As we come across the line now. Fastest lap of the race, 24.6.
Okay, distance to teammate, 17.9.
Where's Nazar? Oh, he's parking it right just on the brake zone to turn 1. That's quite a weird place to park your car when you've got the chicane just ahead of you, but that's a bit weird. Sainz is back in the pits
Is in the pits.
for what will be his final stop of the race, I believe. Could be wrong, could be doing another pit stop. Just a tad wide out of that corner. Oh, needed again. That was nearly race over, boys. Right there. So we'll get back up to Rich, get up to speed quickly as possible. Back on now. No virtual safety car though, which is a surprise. I've got to say. As Verstappen actually pits from second place. Someone's lost it there, you can see on the map at Ascari. This could be, that could be a virtual safety car. Because there's quite a lot of cars off the track. I don't know if you can see it on the mini-map, but all hell is breaking loose at Ascari already. It's all kicking off here. I personally don't want a safety car or a virtual safety car coming out. This race has just been bizarre. It's just got even more bizarre, I'll tell you that right now. We're actually coming up to that corner now, actually, so this will be interesting. Even this, these are tough. We might actually go on to the super softs, you know. Oh, virtual safety car's out. Got that delta down. So I may pit now, actually, you know. While the virtual safety car's out.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Let's get that delta down. And we'll pit now. Whilst we got the virtual safety car out. We know we'll be fine on the softs to the end, so we're going to do that right now. With them going very slowly, we'll lose the lead, but we might as well pit now. Benefit a free pit stop here. Speaking of which, Haryanto's back in the pits. And we will lose the lead to Button, unfortunately, but Haryanto and myself are doing a very good strategy, actually, so... This has worked out nicely here for me and Haryanto, actually. But Button leads the race. Verstappen's up to third, so he's jumped Haryanto, unfortunately. But we should be fine now, guys, to the end of the race on these tyres. As you saw, the tyres, I could have gone for another couple of laps, but if it didn't come out, I would have pitted anyway in about 2 laps for a set of the super soft tyres. But 8 laps to go then. But Button leads this race and could be a first win here, possibly for McLaren. Now that would be something. Now wouldn't it be, boys? But I think Button has to pit again. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see how it goes. Button's slowly putting away from us, actually, I have to say. But I'm pretty sure he has to pit. But we're coming up to 7 laps to go then.
Our gap to first place is
This is a very strange race. I'm going to be surprised to see the race classification after this. But we're going to gain massively in the championship. Verstappen may actually lead the championship, I think.
Our gap behind is 10.5 seconds.
Let's see, we've got 10-second gap on Verstappen behind.
There's about a lap's worth of spare fuel in the car. You won't be able to run in mix 3 for long with that much, but do burn it if you need to.
Right, here we go, lads. In the DRS for the first time. Save a bit of fuel as well as we catch up to Button. Verstappen, I think, is just about to start a battle with Ricciardo, I have to say, as well, so that's going to be quite fun. But I think Ricciardo could possibly be on the podium, lads. This is a very, I tell you what, this is weird.
We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather. The drivers we're fighting here are Button and Ricciardo.
As Button hits, actually, he'll be going on to the super softs, surely. So he will be quick. I think he's going to pop out in 4th place, I think, or 5th. But we'll take the lead of the race again. And it's us now to win or lose this race. Now, Button's onto the super softs, which is correct. But I feel the virtual safety car has actually played a role here, and the safety car. Just a bit of a lock up there. But not long to go in this race. Oh, just a bit wide. All good though. Still got time. Apparently we're fighting Ricciardo, but I think that's just basically surrounding the rivalry challenge, but I don't think we're going to win that one, if I'm honest. Overall. But this has been a very bizarre race. I think a lot of you will agree from me on that one. But where's Verstappen and where's Ricciardo? There's Verstappen and there's Ricciardo. So Ricciardo's actually catching you up. Right, 5 to go, lads. So this has just been a very weird one. But we've achieved what we said we were going to do at the minute. From 20th on the grid, we're going to win a race on Ultimate AI, which has been absolutely strange. Crashes, virtual safety cars,
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
It's been weird. And something to put a bright end to the day after what happened in Spa, where we crashed out, of course. Everyone's still coming in the pits. What is going on here? We're going to lap quite a few people here. I think this could be all the big runners, you know. We're going to lap quite a few of them here, as we set the fastest lap of the race as well.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
Look, there's Rosberg. We've lapped Rosberg in this. So I don't know what happened to Rosberg, but he was with us. He was actually leading the race at one point with Verstappen, so we've just lapped him. How weird. Very weird. I think this is our win, boys. Quite comfortably as well. Ricciardo's 2.5 seconds from second place. Don't count out Jensen as well. Don't jinx it. I hopefully won't jinx it here. Right, let's burn the fuel now. We've got plenty of fuel now to the end of the race. In Rich. Tyres look absolutely fine as well, all round. Sainz is back in the pits again. And this is what I mean. Everyone's pitting. It's so strange. Right, Nick from the Netherlands. Oh, there's Massa as well, 16th. So Palmer's up to 15th now. Nice response there, Nick, about Rosberg. And another fastest lap from her, fastest first sector. Parenta's been held up actually by traffic, which could actually bring Jenson Button into the mix. And we're going to get DRS actually as well on Palmer. This could be a very fast time here. Look at the speed we've got.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
We've got to hold back, hold station.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some
As Palmer lets us through finally. So we've lapped our teammate as well, I have to say. And I think any Max Verstappen fans in the chat, if my maths is right, I think Max may lead this championship or be very close. Right, 2 to go, lads. 2 more laps of this race. We have a pit stop lead now. I've nearly almost a pit stop lead over Verstappen. At the banana move.
Some information on Hulkenberg. They're speeding up again, so I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
If this is Hulkenberg, then everyone's really had some very strange pit strategies. I want to see how many pit stops they've all done in this one. .2 miles to go. Probably less than that now. It's about 3 and a bit now. Why are we in Toro Rosso? Because I like Toro Rosso. That's why. We're purple in the middle sector. Ah, Nick, I may be in the Red Bull next season. You never know. Might team up Max Verstappen. Or maybe Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, well, why? That's going to cost me fastest lap. Last lap, anyway, of this race.
This is your final lap of the race.
Just in time, Tom joins the chat. Good to see you, Tom. And it is Hulkenberg as well. Another man who was up at the front and just went backwards. 3.6 miles. Well, it's about 3.4 now. 3.3 maybe. What a race this has been, I have to say. One of the most bizarre ones ever I've encountered on this game. Back end's gone. That's going to slipstream Hulkenberg now.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
It's got to focus now. Oh. Hulkenberg trying to go for a move. Have a little battle with him. But I don't know how to describe this. I don't know how we've won this race, but we have. What a win that is. What a shock.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted
Wow.
today.
Toro Rosso team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
And look at this, they're coming out now. Toro Rosso have developed something of a reputation for forging exciting talent, and we can see that here. An incredible victory.
So there we go, lads, on the podium. First win in quite a while, actually. But the big story is Ricciardo. P3. What a drive from him. Max Verstappen, I've got to say as well, for second place. Got to give him props. But Max Verstappen most likely is going to get driver of the day here, boys. Let's see what they have to say.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I think I'll have to give it to the Toro Rosso driver.
Yes,
there was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
So here's the results then. I win the race by 15.2 seconds. That's a massive margin. From Ricciardo as well, 15th on the grid. Mental. Buttons in 4th, Alonso 5th. Good result for McLaren. Raikkonen in 6th, which actually means we're going to pull some big chunks out of him, actually. 17 points to be precise from his championship lead. Vettel in 7th, Ericsson 8th, Bottas 9th, and Hamilton completes the top 10 on there. And we look at the second half of the field. And, Pascal Wehrlein. He was leading the race at one point and finished 21st. Nasser, the only one to retire. And quite a few people lapped as well, including Nico Rosberg, of all people. Yeah. What does that mean for the Drivers' Championship? Well, we are now up to 3rd in the standings. We've passed Vettel, now ahead by 5 points, and the gap now is 45 to Kimi Raikkonen. Max Verstappen now 24 points behind Kimi Raikkonen there, and no one else has really changed position apart from Ricciardo. Lads, is in the top 10 and is ahead of Carlos Sainz. That is interesting. Get some hype, guys, for Ricciardo in the chat right now. Absolute hype. As the two Renaults and the Sauber of Nasser have still yet to score in the championship, which is a bit of a shame. On there, and in the constructors, we are now back to 4th. We've passed them. Mercedes had a poor one here this weekend, as we're now 18 points ahead of Mercedes, and up front in the constructors, as you can see, the gap now is 49 points to Ferrari to Red Bull, so it could be close in that one as well. On there, so I'm going to end the episode off there, guys. So before we go, we'll look at the resource points, and then I'm off now for a nap, because that was quite a good one, that one. On there, so I want to thank everyone today who came out for this one. It was quite a fun one to do. No word how I did it, but Ricciardo, boys, on the podium. It's a sign, guys. He could be world champion. Ricciardo, that would be interesting. This should be interesting. Look at that, guys. We're catching up. We're slowly catching him up, is Daniel Ricciardo. On there, this will be nice as well. Get that back up. And just outside the purple, which we will get hopefully back in Singapore in the next episode, guys. So I'm going to end it there now, so thank you very much. If you did enjoy this episode, guys, and you're new around here, make sure to subscribe for regular F1 content on this channel. And if you did like the stream, then make sure to slap a like on it right now on there. Until the next race, guys, in Singapore, which will be tomorrow, I will see you guys next time for another video on the channel. Until then, have a good night, guys, and take care. See you later. Toodles.